What's going on, YouTube? Budget Gaming here. Today I'm coming at you guys with my pickups for the month of June. Got a whole bunch of stuff. I'm pretty sure I got a few things in that came towards the end of the month. I can't remember if I covered them in my last pickups video. So yeah, let's get started into this. I actually picked up some PS5 games finally. I don't have a PS5 yet, but you know, limited run games, they've been coming out with some PS5 games. I've got two so far. I ordered the first one, which was this one, Cthulhu Saves Christmas, for the PS5. Comes with this art card. I actually ordered the second one. I forget what it is. It's like a horror game, but yeah. And I also picked up Judgment. Got Judgment at a very cheap price, so that's definitely one that I want to eventually go on and play more of. Because again, I'm a big fan of the Yakuza series. If you guys didn't know already, if you guys watched the channel for a while, I've talked about it. Absolutely love the Yakuza games. But yeah, I also picked up Star Slides, or Slide Stars. There we go, Slide Stars. This is just a really cheap budget title. This was on sale over at Best Buy. We got Bee Simulator. We got Batman Arkham VR, Farpoint. So a lot of the PSVR games. We have Eve Valkyrie. We got Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne 3. And End of Eternity, which is, it has a different name. It has a different name in the U.S. I forget. This is actually the Korean version. So yeah, if you can see that's Hangul right there. Life is Strange 2. This was like $10 over at Walmart. I was very surprised to see that. We have Senran Kagura Burst Renewal. This is the tailor-made edition. I think it's like the Bursting at the Seams edition, but I was able to pick this up secondhand. It's actually still sealed, so yeah, absolutely glad to have that in my collection, because those Senran Kagura games, they go up in value, it seems like, eventually. Senran Kagura Reflections for the Nintendo Switch, that went up a lot, so definitely glad to have that. Here's another one from Limited Run. This is Gal Gunvolt Burst, and yeah, this is one that's gonna stay sealed for me. I love collecting the limited run games because I like putting them on my shelf. Whenever I beat a game, it goes on this shelf behind me. It's actually now the games that I beat are actually on this shelf next to me too. But yeah, whenever I beat a game, I like to put it on the shelf, and a lot of the digital only games can't do that. So that's why I like to order the limited run games, so I have something to put on the shelf. You know, it's not essential, because this one, I think this was like $40 or $60 when I ordered it. It was decently expensive. And then I think I got the game digitally for like $2 or $3. So again, budgeting, definitely I would recommend picking up the digital copies for a lot of those games that are from limited run. But if you find a game that you just want in your collection, something you have like some sentimental, you know, value with, I definitely recommend picking it up from limited run games. Like, they got the Star Wars Battlefront, not Star Wars Battlefront, Star Wars Republic Commando. There we go. Star Wars Republic Commando, that's coming out from limited run. Absolutely love that game. I played it on the original Xbox, had a ton of fun with it. Picked it up for the Switch and the PS4 digitally when it came out, and I ordered it for the Switch and the PS4 from limited run. But anyway, let's get back to the pickups. We have Akiba's Trip. This is Hellbound and Debriefed. This is the 10th anniversary edition. Really cool. Absolutely gonna love having this on the shelf. And we have a PS2 game. This one was eluding me for a very long time. Finally got a copy. Unfortunately, it's not complete, but this is Samurai Champloo Sidetracked. Yeah, it just has the disc, but this is a pretty hard one to track down. Finally got it for my collection. I've played this, beat it years ago, so that's going directly on the shelf after this video. We have, I'm surprised, this is my only PS3 pickup this month. Hunted, the Demon's Forge. Moving on, we have Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. So, there we go. For this, I have Omega Ruby. I've always been like a fan of Ruby version. That was like my go-to game back in the day, my go-to Pokemon game. I had a ton of fun playing Ruby. Never beat Sapphire. I own it. I got a boxed copy of it. Just never really beat it, just for whatever reason. So it's probably going to happen that way around this time. Probably going to play like Alpha or Omega Ruby, and then hopefully I'll play the original Sapphire and then go on to play Alpha Sapphire. Got some Xbox games. With the original Xbox, we have Cold Fear, the survival horror game. I've been told that this is a pretty good game, so I definitely wanted to pick it up, add it to my collection. And we got Gears Tactics and World of Final Fantasy Maxima. So this one was, yeah, again, $10 from Walmart, really cheap. Definitely watch those Walmart bargain bin sales and stuff like that. Really good to pick up those games when they hit that sale price. In fact, every once in a while, you might find a game for like 3 cents. Happens, you know, if it does, it does, but yeah, that happens every once in a while. We have Azure Dreams for the Game Boy Color. Now, Azure Dreams, hopefully, there we go. So this game, and I played this on the original PS1, the Azure Dreams for the PS1. Had a ton of fun with it. I couldn't beat it. I was a kid playing it. Sold it to GameStop. I got 79 cents. And now that game's like going for over $100. I'm like, yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad at myself. That game is the reason why I actually don't sell any of my games anymore. Like I'll sell duplicates if I pick up duplicates. I'll do that. But I always keep one copy in my collection for myself, and that's because like I sold it for 79 cents, Azure Dreams for the PS1, and then 2 weeks later, I think I walked in the store and I saw it for like $79, and I was like, wow, that was right around the time the game came out, so I was like, wow, that's ridiculous. I was really mad. And yeah, now it's going for above $100. I've seen copies go for $200. I'm trying to find it at a decent price, but probably not. Moving on, we have Valkyria Chronicles 3 for the PSP. Definitely looking forward to playing this. I have to beat Valkyria Chronicles 2. That's been in my backlog for a while. Loved the original Valkyria Chronicles on the PS3. Actually, not on the PS3, because I played the remaster on the PS4. I own a copy for the PS3. Haven't played it yet. But I love the Valkyria Chronicles remastered for the PS4. And I definitely want to go back, beat the original on the PS3, just because that's how I like to do things. And then, again, play 2, which was a PSP exclusive, and then 3. Moving on, we got a gift from a friend. This is a Samurai Jack Battle Through Time for the Nintendo Switch. So a while back I got my copy for the PS4, and finally now I have a copy for the Switch. So I'm just a huge Samurai Jack fan. Like I watched that show growing up as a kid, and it was amazing. Had a big impact on me. Like I just fell in love with the art style, fell in love with the storytelling. The storytelling like really connected with me. And yeah, it was a trip. Every episode, it was something new, something interesting, and it was like just amazing watching this guy go through all these obstacles, and they finally concluded the series. But yeah, I actually heard that this has a decent ending. Anyway, moving on, we have Killer Queen Black. This is a game that I know absolutely nothing about. Picked it up because it was dirt cheap. Again, we have Akiba's Trip, Hellbound, and Debriefed. Yeah, I got the special edition for the PS4 and the regular edition for the Switch. We got Nelk and the Legendary Alchemist Ateliers of the New World. This is another one that I picked up because it was really, really cheap, and I already have it on the PS4, so yeah. Anyway, we got Rico for the Switch. Yeah, it looks like a shooter. Not really sure what it's about, but definitely we'll give it a try. We have Eterno Blade 2. Now, I've never played the original Eterno Blade, but yeah, I saw this immediately and I was like, I gotta get this game. It looks really interesting, and yeah, looking forward to playing that. And we got Murder by Numbers. This is the limited edition from Play Asia, and yeah, really cool. I love having these limited edition games in my collection. It makes the shelf look a lot more interesting. Like the Time Crisis 3 on the shelf, I love having that on the shelf. I got some other collector's editions for like PS4 games. When I started this, PS4 games were like up here, and now they're on the bottom shelf. I've been adding to this shelf so much, but yeah. Moving on, we have a Japanese GameCube game. This is One Piece Pirate Carnival. Love collecting for the GameCube, although the GameCube's pretty expensive. One way to get around the expensive prices is picking up Japanese GameCube games. And you might be thinking, well, if I pick up the Japanese GameCube games, how am I going to play them? Japanese Nintendo Wii. You pick up a Japanese Nintendo Wii, it plays Nintendo Wii games from Japan, and it plays GameCube games from Japan. Problem solved. Pretty cheap to import. Around $60 is what I paid for mine. In fact, actually, I don't think I even paid that much. I think I paid around like maybe 30 or 40. But I think by now they're probably up towards 60. Great way to play imports. And there's other ways to play imports. There's some software that you can get. But for me, it was just a lot easier just to pick up a Nintendo Wii from Japan. And finally, we have Odama. Came with this nice little microphone accessory. This was one that I saw in the stores for years. When I was a kid, this was on the shelf, and I looked at it, and I was like, this just looks weird. It like that always was like, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but anyway, I looked into it. Looks like an interesting game, so I had to get that. And the final game, which my buddy, one of my army buddies, Nathan, right now he's been diagnosed with cancer. He's been begging me to get this game. He wants me to do a playthrough of this game, and it is Superman for the Nintendo 64. He says if I can beat this game, he's going to beat cancer. So this is definitely a game that I'm going to be popping into my Nintendo 64, and I'm going to beat this month. So yeah, for the month of July, that's the game that I'm going to beat. So there we go. Those are my June pickups. I also got this really cool Starship Troopers, Rico's Roughnecks shirt. Really, really awesome. I'm a huge Starship Troopers fan. I don't know if you guys know. If you're in my Discord, I did post a picture of me with Casper Van Dien. Really cool guy. He's awesome. I met him at a comic convention over in Las Cruces, New Mexico. And yeah, he was awesome. My daughter was there. She was a little baby. He just wanted to hold her. He's like, oh yeah, can I hold her? I was like, yeah, sure. She loved him, And then the next day, because it was a multi-day convention, he actually remembered my daughter's name, and he's like, oh, how's it going, Erica? And I was like, man, this is really cool. Casper Van Dien, I've had great experience with him. He's a great person from what I know. And then actually, funny enough, I was in the Army, and there was this captain that I knew. I was friends with her, and she was telling me this story where she was in like the school, and sure enough, Casper Van Dien's son was in there. So I don't know. I can't verify that, but I was like, that's really cool that she knew his son, and I was like, yeah, he's a really great guy. But anyway, yeah, that's my pickups for June. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for sticking around. I've been talking your ears off. I did get a new phone, so hopefully the picture looks better. I'm trying to test out the lighting. Let me know if you guys like this lighting style. Usually there's like a light right overhead that I have on, but I feel like that's kind of oversaturating. So I'm trying to only have the ring light right in front of me and a light farther back. But that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. As always, keep on gaming.